I am John Elliott Churchville, and the topic of this video Wednesday is who you are. This is the first in a series of Wednesday videos that will provide you with some insights into yourself. My goal is to help you do what most people avoid like the plague. Shut out the noise of mass media, along with the opinions of your family and friends, and go into the secret closet of yourself to think positively and meditate lovingly into yourself. If this series of Video Wednesdays just scratches the surface of getting at what I sincerely desire for you, I will have succeeded in my mission to be of some benefit to you. I will cover four aspects of who you are. First, who you are from the very beginning. Second, your endowments or gifts that you received from birth. Third, your responsibility to use your gifts. Fourth, your intellect. Then we'll talk about your paradigm. After that, how to change it. And finally, your path forward. Decide what you want. Wherever you go, anywhere and everywhere in the world, each people, nation, tribe, and language will tell you the creation story that has come down to them from ancient times. The stories all differ in minor particulars, but they all state that humans were created. They just didn't suddenly appear on the earth. The creation story found in the Bible at Genesis 1:26 to 28 describes how humankind was created as follows. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." This story is significant for you because it tells you directly, without any apology, that you were in the mind of God before he actually created you in the very image and likeness of himself. Your creation started in the realm of spirit when God said, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness." After defining your prototype, that is, defining that you would be exactly like the one who created you, God then manifested or brought you out of his spirit into the realm of the material world. What this actually means is that God thought about you until he actually became you. He made himself into you so that you would be turned into or made like him. This means that as God is spirit, so are you. As God is a creator, so are you. And as God is a life giving and life sustaining power, so are you. Since God created you in his image and likeness, you are his son or daughter without having to be more or do more. As a daughter or son of God, you are divine already without having to be more or do more. But that is not the end of your story. After creating you, God gave you an assignment to rule over all that he created. This means that you were not created to be ruled over as a slave, but to be a king or queen who rules over things and leads people. The long and short of it is that you are at your individual microcosmic level everything that God is at his universal macrocosmic level. And you are thus because he made you to be so without your having to be more or do one thing more. The law of wealth from birth teaches that God equips you at birth with all the wealth you will ever need. The wealth you were born with is your power and ability to possess and control your own mind and to direct it to whatever ends you choose. Everything you will ever need to be successful in life and in growing your business or profession is already within you. Not only do you have a mandate from the God within you to be productive, but also you have the gift given you at birth, the power to possess and control your own mind and direct it to your own ends. The law of self-discipline teaches that you must take full responsibility for controlling your thoughts, words, and actions. What you habitually think determines what you will eventually speak. What you habitually speak determines how you will eventually act. How you habitually act determines your future, your results, the conditions and circumstances you have created for yourself to live within. The law of self-discipline teaches that you must concentrate on your definite purpose as the central focus of your life while you are awake and asleep. You must keep your mind so focused on your definite purpose that it does not give way to distraction or disappointment. You must persevere with patience and persistence over long periods of time. The law of self-discipline requires that you become so obsessed with your definite purpose that you give up all else until you achieve it. The following biblical principle applies. Those of you who have ears, please hear. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. Matthew 16:25. The law of self-discipline requires that you put all your eggs in one basket to achieve the definite purpose of your life. You must think only those thoughts, speak only those words, and engage only in those actions and behaviors that will take you directly to the achievement of your definite purpose. Your life right now is a reflection of what you have or have not decided to do for yourself and your family. And it mirrors the level of your adherence or non adherence to the law of self discipline. Your results, what you have achieved up to this point, are the exact measure of your personal growth. Your results testify as to whether you have honored or failed to honor the law of self-discipline. You have three intellectual self components that relate directly to your paradigm. The first is your moral component. Now, based on what you learned as a child from those who raised you, you know within yourself the difference between what is right and wrong for you according to the pattern you learned as a child. The second is your medial component, where your emotions live: passion, indifference, love, hate, sex, compassion, anger, hard-heartedness, joy, etc. The third is your mental component that houses medial, your mental component that houses your perception, your will, memory, creativity, logic, ideas, self-image, and the ability to make money. Your mind has three parts. Your conscious mind has a certain level of awareness and ability to respond to what you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, and it can accept or reject what is presented to it. Your subconscious mind houses your habits, your stored self-image, and it also houses the creative ability to move your focused conscious thoughts from the plane of pure spirit to the plane of physical manifestation. However, unlike the conscious mind, your subconscious mind has no ability to reject what is presented to it. It must accept everything presented to it. Your superconscious mind is your intuition, that part of your mind that knows more than your objective conscious mind and your subjective unconscious mind. Your superconscious mind is the mind of Christ who is in you. Your paradigm is a multitude of habits that belong to other people, but they've been passed down to you by your parents through family DNA history and through inculcation into your subconscious mind while you were a child. Your paradigm that is in your subconscious mind controls 97% of everything you do. It decides your likes and dislikes, your fears, your prejudices, your beliefs about what you can and cannot do, and it keeps you from making any significant change to your thinking and behavior patterns. Your paradigm limits your growth by resisting any and every change to your old habits of thinking and behaving. However, its major detriment toward you is that it holds the self-image you have of yourself, which was created by someone who had complete access to your subconscious mind and implanted negative narratives about who you are and what you can achieve in the world. Now, the way to change your paradigm is not by fighting it or trying to change it directly. The way you change your paradigm is by placing a new narrative about who you are in its place by constant repetition of what you now know about who you are. Your new awareness of who you are will only take root in your subconscious mind through your constant repetition of your new thought pattern. What will help you a great deal will be learning for yourself the 7 levels of awareness and taking inventory of what level you are on at each stage of your development. So let's begin. The first level of awareness is the lowest animal instinct level, where you react to every situation that confronts you with a fight or flight mentality. The second level of awareness is where you conform to everything and everybody around you. Your desire to be accepted by others is so great that you lose your own identity in order to be considered one of the group. The third level of awareness is where you allow yourself and permit yourself to aspire to be, do, and have more in life than those around you. The fourth level of awareness is where you begin to use your own intuition, your superconscious mind of Christ, and stop depending on the thoughts and ideas of others around you. The fifth level of awareness is when you begin to discipline yourself to do the things you need to do, even though you may not want to do them, in order to get where you want to be in life. The sixth level of awareness is when you discover that your self discipline and self work has produced a positive change in the results you are getting from life. The seventh and last level of awareness is where you respond to each situation that confronts you with wisdom, creativity, grace, and love. At the seventh level, you are the master of yourself, the creator of your own positive future, and the commander of your own wealth, prosperity, and wholeness. As you focus on moving to higher and higher levels of awareness, you will notice that your old paradigm will disappear because you have replaced it by constant repetition of who you are and by your focused attention on your journey up the ladder of awareness. This is what you must practice, practice, practice until your results speak for themselves. The only way that you can wisely decide what you want in life is to first find out what your purpose is in life. You will find your purpose when you have a clear vision of what you want to do and have discovered how your gifts and talents will help you do what you want to do. You must know what motivates you, what your personal values are, and what really matters to you. In addition, you must know in yourself that your motive for doing what you want to do is good and adds value to other people. You must obey four universal laws: the law of awareness, the law of self discipline, the law of action, and the law of attraction. In order to do what you want, you must be aware that you can do it. You must take specific and decisive action, and you must be accountable to some human being who can be honest with you and challenge you to stay on course. Finally, your thoughts, speech, and actions must be aligned with what you want to do so that what you want to do is attracted to you. Once you have taken these steps, you must practice being committed, consistent, creative, purposeful, reflective, and most of all, grateful. Each highly successful person has at least one mentor or coach in their life. A reputable and highly trained mentor or coach will require that you have a teachable spirit. Now, if you're the hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious kind who thinks that you know everything and if you've been everywhere and no one can tell you anything, I can tell you straight up, neither I nor any other reputable mentor or coach would waste time working with you. But assuming you are not that person, you must be prepared at each session. You must ask questions, show that you're learning and practicing what you are learning. Now, there is a distinction between mentoring and coaching. They are two quite different fields. If you were looking for a mentoring relationship, you'd be looking to become accountable to someone skilled at what you want to do. You would pay attention and learn to practice what the mentor says and does. Let me make it clear, I am not a mentor. I am a coach. In the coaching relationship, you are the captain. The role of the coach is merely to raise your awareness based on the truth that every answer to every question you have is within yourself. The coach helps you become aware of faculties and abilities within yourself that you do not believe are there, and to help you do things you do not believe you can do. So, when you get serious and decide that you want to be more, do more, and have more, get in touch with me at www.churchvilletriadconsultinggroup.com. I am John Elliott Churchville. Thanks for watching this Video Wednesday presentation.